Let's get into it, bro. Let's get into it.
Yeah, absolutely. Jay, man, it's been a while since we spoke, like close to a year now. How you been doing? How's life been treating you?
I have been fantastic. I have zero complaints, brother. It has almost been a year now, if not more. And if I'm being honest, it feels like I've lived a whole nother decade of my life in that 1 year. A lot's changed.
Oh shit, bro. What's like what's like the one craziest thing that's happened in the movie?
The craziest thing that's happened to me, if I'm going to be completely honest with you, I sat still for a year. Like, for a year,
Mm.
I stayed in America. I sat still. I've grown a lot, whether you want to talk in terms of my relationship or just me in general.
Mm.
I've never sat still. I've never had a stable life, never had a stable home, never
Mm.
any of that. I'm always bouncing around, always doing stuff. And this year, I actually stayed still and got some work done and just rejuvenated myself, if you want to call it that. I was healing for a
Mm.
while, bro. But that is
Mm.
crazy for me to say as somebody who, even with ADHD, I know that you probably deal with it. We don't like sitting still, but this is the longest I've sat
Yeah.
still.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. I've been sitting still for the past 2 years. It's like now I'm finally moving. It's like we're quite like at different stages of our lives. Like we can do the opposite.
Once you
Crazy.
start, it's hard to stop, bro. So be careful. Once you get out there, you're gonna be like, I do not want to go back right now.
But it's like, what's like the downside of constantly moving?
I will say, and this is probably like a first world complaint, most people will say, but just it is a bit exhausting. Like being, unless you have, like, I'm so spoiled to be able to say this, but unless you have like jetport transportation where you can call cab, call valet, roll
Mm.
through the gates, get on the jet, go to where you need to go, get out,
Yeah.
Uber away. Unless you can do that, I personally find like TSA, getting there early, waiting, there's delays. You sometimes have to sit on tarmac because aviation or there's planes
Mm.
come. It's just exhausting to me. Not to
Yeah.
mention the fact that you're waiting for different things and different people you have zero control over. If you're at the jet port and the jet can't take off because of traffic or because of weather, okay, get off the jet and go sit in the lounge where you can sprawl out and eat and order Chinese food or whatever the fuck. You just don't have the same luxury, and in my opinion, it's just exhausting. Plus, I was bouncing like every other week was a different place, a different state, a different
Mm.
shoot. You're going and going and going. But when you're young, going and going and going feels really good. You have the energy to do it.
Yeah.
I've just been enjoying being a lazy fuck, I guess. That's just me, though.
Wow, I would call you lazy. I don't think that you're the lazy. I think that you've been more like locking in now that you've been at one place.
I have. It's been a lot of growth, to say the least. It's been exciting, though.
What have you been? What do you do now? How would you explain to someone what do you do now?
So, it's definitely pivoted since we last spoke, I'll say that. The easiest way to describe what I do as of right now is I've actually pivoted from what I was doing like a month ago to what I'm doing now. Before,
Mm.
I was specifically catering to people in the fitness niche. It's very difficult to make consistent, reliable income in the fitness industry. But in short, I teach people who are already creating content how to make money with their content using UGC or brand deals. So I show them if you're already making quality content, if you're already posting videos every single day and you're not making shit, I introduce them to the systems that they need to do in order to be able to get to talk to a brand, present their portfolio to the brand, and lock in a retainer with that brand to make consistent income every single month.
Mm.
Very simple. And I moved from just fitness creators to one of the my mentor, Sam. A lot of people know Sam Millsap right now. Ever since he told me, don't just do fitness, do all creators now. So I just created a brand new Instagram and everything account to cater to everybody.
Mm.
So this could be a Jay's
Yeah.
Physique 2.0.
That makes sense. Oh, interesting, man.
It's a little more simple than what I was doing before. If I'm being honest, before I remember me saying, like, I specifically came to you and asked you, I want to redo a podcast because I want to fix what I said last time. And if I'm being honest, I was not as focused as to what I was doing or who I was helping last time as I am right now. I said don't get shiny object syndrome. I said focus on one thing. Me realizing now I wasn't even that focused then. I was still focused on a couple of different things. It was getting close, but it was not this close. So
Mm.
that's where we're at as of right now.
Yeah, I went from fitness coaching actually to like this. For now, it's a thumbnail agency, but it's like we have boys that do Instagram reels. Like we have a guy that does for Luke Vilder and Jack Piggott. So it's like
Very
our
nice.
our group is like
You got
scaling
a
for now.
stacked portfolio right there, then.
Yeah. So it's like I'm glad to be able to work with these guys, and it's like you might call it shiny object syndrome, but it's like I I I kind of enjoy this a little bit more, to be honest, than to like I had a few clients in like fitness, but it's like always to talk to someone with completely different habits and like build them from the start. I know that a lot of people love that, but for me that was just like it was so draining for me because I like spending time with people that like are already like locked in, etc. And it's
They
like
know what they want to do.
when you sell when you sell a high ticket, those people are they are because they're investing in themselves like big. It's like when it's a few $100, those people don't take it seriously, bro. So it's like that's the reason why I shifted, and I'm making more money with this what I'm doing right now with graphics instead of the coaching, the low ticket coaching. So it's like I'm so grateful for that shift for me.
I think that that's a beautiful thing. When the sooner that you realize that, the sooner that you will not feel frustration with entrepreneurship in general. I
Mm,
was the exact same way, and it was partly the money because when I was in Miami, I just had 10 dudes on retainer for 12 to 13K
mm,
a month every single month. That was fantastic. Don't have the opportunity to do that online because I
mm,
don't have the same uh, you can call it presence or I don't know what the fuck people call it nowadays, but I don't have the
mm,
same pull as I did in Miami. And even just
mm,
doing online training, like you said, the type of people you get is not exactly the people I wanted to work with.
mm.
But the sooner that you realize what you do and don't like, the sooner that you're gonna enjoy what you do, and that's
Yeah.
fucking awesome, bro. So I'm happy that you found that a
Mm.
lot sooner than I did.
Yeah. Again, bro, like I'm not saying that online fitness coaching doesn't work. It's like it didn't fit me that well. Like I totally made like only a few $1,000 over that period of time, but it's like I still had to have a job because
Oh
I couldn't
yeah,
sustain myself with that. And it's like it's some people like John Mark Stevenson get to 400K a month, and some people they like something different. And it's like even like Brad Scales, TJR, all these people. Why do you not see all of them trading or all of them doing freelance brand scaling or whatever the fuck? It's because that's not what's compatible with them. It's like each has to find their own path. And I just knew with fitness coaching that it wasn't for me. It's like being in good shape doesn't mean that you're good at getting other people in good shape.
no. I mean,
I had a
even with me,
few.
bro, I
I had a
could do
few.
it.
I, I had a few refunds, bro, and it's like that shit pissed me off. But it's like, hey, I just
Sometimes
found
you
out
just
I'm
gotta
not a
do
good
it.
coach. I found out I'm not a good coach.
I mean, it's not. It's really not for everybody, and even myself. Like, everybody says I should fucking do it with my physique. I should be doing it if I'm being completely honest with you. And if I was still living in Miami or Dubai or Colombia or whatever, I would be doing fitness coaching in person for 10 bands a month each. I
Yeah.
would, but as of right now, that's just not what I want to do. I'm a fucking nerd. I'm good with computers. I'm good with UGC. And I personally like
Mm.
my privacy, and that's what UGC has provided me with, so that's the tool I chose. We could do
Yeah.
it. I could be a good trader. I made a couple grand off of meme coins, it's whatever. But it's just not my thing, you know? There are people still making millions off of meme coins. And it's,
Yeah.
everybody has their tool. And, I wouldn't even call it shiny object syndrome. You're experimenting, you're finding what you want to do.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're going to have multiple other business models down the line.
Yeah. It's like I saw a chance with something like it's like with coaching. At least I made like 2, 3, 4 grand. But it's like when I tried econ, I made a zero. When I tried like cold calling for commission for an SMA, zero. It's like something's completely zero. Some things you see a little
Yeah.
bit of progress with, but it's like I switch and I see more progress. So it's like I'm gonna stick to what works. So how would you explain
That
what
was 4 seconds, actually.
Yeah, it was quicker than I thought. How would you explain to someone what UGC is?
So the easiest way to describe what UGC is, think of it this way. If you can create content, and it can literally be about anything, user generated content is as simple as it sounds. You are a user of a platform, you generate content, and you send it to a brand. Sometimes they include it in their campaign, sometimes they run it as an ad, sometimes they want you to post it, and sometimes they'll tell you to create an entirely new TikTok page to just post that content on. User generated content is just that simple. It's content that you make for a brand.
Mm. Yeah, holy shit. That's I feel like not a lot of people know. Like I didn't know about it. I don't even
No,
know
bro.
exactly what it was. I heard about it, but I didn't know what exactly it was.
It's
So
so under talked about that it's absolutely fucking disgusting. And I've been talking about it for a long time, privately, just with my boys and my friends. But I've been doing it since 2012. I told you I got my first G Fuel
now.
brand deal when I was 14
Yeah.
years old. I've been doing brand deals for a very, very long time. And that's what I did throughout the fitness industry. I didn't do online fitness coaching for very long. I got to like 20K a month and I was like, okay, this is fucking annoying. You want to be a fat ass? Continue being a fat ass. I'm going to go make some more money doing something that's low effort and that I enjoy doing. I enjoy working with professionals, and companies are professionals that require professional participation in order to make money. I like those kinds of people, like you said. The people that have money, they're investing in me to create content for them that is in turn going to give them more clients and more reach. I enjoy doing that kind of work.
Mm, makes sense. How? What's your meta for client acquisition in this one? If you could disclose that.
So, two things you can do. You can automate it, which is a bit sloppy, or you could do it manually. I do it manually only because I've been doing it for so long. I just found out that there's a way to automate it, and that's what I added to my program. So the automated way, which is a little bit sloppy, we'll go with that one first. You could very easily use a couple of different tools to be able to find emails. And you could find emails, you could find marketing directors, you could find different people who run marketing campaigns, UGC, or partnership. Paid partnership is really the words you want to look for. And you can find those through LinkedIn, Twitter, Reddit. You can find them in tons of places. Directly reach out to those people, right? And you could have the emails automatically sent. Don't recommend doing it. What I do is I manually do it. 20 to 50 emails or 20 to 50 touch points per day will easily get you 20K a month. Fucking easily. And the reason I say that is because if you do your research, if you find brands that you align with, if you look at your portfolio and you say, I align with this brand or my content looks similar to their brand, I know I can add value to this brand. If you reach out to 20 people a day over Twitter, LinkedIn, Reddit, and you customize your campaign, or if you customize your email and you say, hey, I see that you're running this campaign. It's currently Q4 right now. Do you guys need any help creating content or adverts for your Q4 campaign so that you can in turn make more money? When you customize your outreach in such a way that they can say, oh shit, he's paying attention and he knows what we need, you're going to get money more bites than just a generic email saying, hi, I'm a creator. I can create content for you. Like, you're just going to get a completely different reaction. So I prefer manually, as well as you really get to pick the way and who you work with. Whereas if you get it scraped, or if you have an agency looking for things for you, then it's not as quality. Granted, I do have an agency mode on the back of my class, but that's because I want to be the best fucking agency and I want to make all the other ones look like shit. That's just me though. That's my angle.
Yeah. Interesting. So, how would you explain to someone what Q4 is?
So Q4 is the time of the year that more money is spent and more money is moved and more money flows through the internet than the entire year combined. From sales, from travel, from companies having to spend budgeting markets, from companies having to spend money, otherwise they're going to have to pay it on taxes. Business owners are looking for write-offs at this time. People are liquidating at this time. People are buying gifts at this time. More money than ever moves in Q4 than any other time of the year, and the other 3 quarters of the year combined. This is the time of the year to make money. And don't forget fitness coaching. Everybody's trying to get ready for fucking January 1st right now, so get ready for that too. If you're watching this and you do want to do fitness coaching, start your personal brand right now, so on January 1st you can launch your course and you can get whatever you want. But realistically, if you really do want to capture, I wouldn't recommend capturing the New Year's resolutioners, but if you do want to capture them, cater to them and create content for them for the next 3 months. So on January 1st, they're ready to buy whatever fucking offer you have. That's just if you want to do fitness coaching, guys. I'm not doing it though.
Yeah. You know, in the last podcast, we dived into your story, but there were a couple of questions that I wanted to ask, but for some reason I just skipped them. You know, I don't know why.
Please.
I still have them, so I'm gonna get through a couple of them.
Let's keep it raw today, man. I drank coffee for you.
Yeah. Did you work many 9-to-5s when you were younger?
I've worked maybe 3. I worked at Subway once for 1 week, and I got fired because he said you're too scary, whatever the fuck that means.
What the fuck?
Because okay.
That's the weirdest reason I ever heard.
I don't know if it was because he was Indian. I'm pretty sure it's just because customer service for me. This is how I look at customer service. I don't give a fuck about your rules. If a customer is disrespectful, it's going to be reciprocated. The customer is not always right. I'm sorry, I don't believe that.
Yeah.
If you're wrong, I'm going to let you know that you're wrong. If I'm not in the mood to deal with your bullshit, I'm simply not going to. And I'm pretty sure that in fast food, that just doesn't fly. Not to mention I was very young. I've always had this attitude, but I was like 17, so obviously it was an uncensored attitude.
Yeah.
It's not as different as it was now. That was my first job. Second job was Walmart. I worked there for a while. I became manager and then quit because my fitness got so big, and that's when I was like going to school, and then after school from 12 to 8 I would work at Walmart, and then after that I would go to the gym, and after the gym I would go home and I would edit my videos. That's when I was like in my big fitness spiel.
You became manager at Walmart.
Yes, at 17. And then that didn't last very long, obviously, because I got fired and then ended up going to Miami, which was the best thing ever. Directly after Miami, when I lost everything, we talked about that, I had to go back to working as a car detailer, and that's where the next thing happened. I worked car detailing for 12 hours a day. Then I did the same thing, went to the gym, shot all my content, edited after, and I would be in the cars posting, which is really a big part of my story that I don't talk about a lot, is how long I was in my 9-to-5 jobs posting because I knew what I wanted to do and I was trying to get out of it. But those are the 3 jobs that I really worked when I was younger.
Is it harder to make it back after you lost it, or is it harder? Like, is it easier or harder? That's what I want to ask.
So, it depends on how you make the money. The first time I made my first 7 figures is not the way that I wanted to continue making my money. So, everybody knows and says, it's easier to make money the wrong way than it is to do it the right way. Let's put it that way. It's a lot easier to make money doing things the wrong way, or some people call it illegal, some people call it, you're harping on whatever, but, I had the clubs. I was selling, I can be completely transparent, I was selling weed, I was selling party drinks, I was managing models, I was doing all these different things, and that's how I made a lot of my money. One single model would make me $50,000 in a week. Or my parties would generate people that would fly in from Dubai, in Colombia, and different parts of the world like Cartagena, and that would be a lot of my money. I could make $100,000 in one night. That was my money. That's not the one way I wanted to continue to make. I wanted to make money helping people. I wanted to make money changing lives. Specifically because of the story that I talked about with FaZe Clan. I always tell the story. I love the story. They changed my life. I can't specifically say that I loved my childhood all that much, but watching them, I came home every day, I looked forward to it, and I literally, there's a comment somewhere out there on the internet, I said, you guys changed my life. If it wasn't for you guys, I probably would not be here today. And I always told myself, if I could create content like that would change somebody's life, then I would be happy. So I want to create content like that changes somebody's life. I don't want to run a club that drains men. I don't want to run a club that creates lust, that's going to taint and poison men's masculinity. I don't want to sell drugs that are going to delay gratification and delay results. I don't want to be that in this world, So this is what I want to do. So, in short, to answer your question, it is easier to make the money if you know how to make the money the right way, but it is a little bit more difficult in my specific case to go from making money this way to this way. But every single time I've gone back to brand deals, and it is quite easy. As of right now, it's an untapped market, so as of right now, it is in fact easy to make money doing what I do. But yeah, that's my little. There's always two sides to every coin. I always gotta give that.
So what was the lowest point of your life? Was it after you lost everything? Or was it before?
Yes. After I lost everything in MIA, I left the demon behind.
Can I ask real quick, how did you manage? How did you manage to lose all that?
So, Rona shut my clubs down. You couldn't go outside. There was a curfew. And I did have a car rental business there. So between my gym, my car rental business, me selling stuff on the street, me having the club as a front and back end to be able to move things, and my in-person clients, every source of income got cooked by Corona. And the cars that I had, I'm going to be completely transparent, the cars that I was renting out were cars that I had financed, and I was making monthly recurring revenue from renting the cars out. But if they're not getting rented out, then I have these payments on supercars that aren't getting paid for because I don't have the cash flow. If I don't have a club, I'm not generating money. If I'm not selling anything, that's just how that all happened. And very quickly, it all did that. And not to mention, I was a cash guy. I was stupid as fuck. I was young. I didn't value credit. I was not in wealth preservation mode. I knew nothing about finances. I was like, I can buy everything in cash. I can buy houses in cash. I can buy chains. I can buy this. I was not very financially literate, to say the least. So that's how I lost everything so quickly.
Crazy.
It was beautiful.
So, so back to the lowest point. How long was that period of life for you?
I would say it was a good humbling year. It was a good year. It was like a good 3 months of maybe living in my car. Blankets. And yeah, living in my car was humbling as fuck after the life that I was living before. Because like I said, I was a spoiled brat who got to get on a jet whenever the fuck I wanted to. So going from that and being able to do whatever I want and go wherever I want was quite humbling. About a year of sulking, fucking around. My best friend, Tyler, his dad was currently dying. So from Corona, and we were hanging out. We both kind of fell into this rut together. We were smoking like a zip a day, just inside. The lockdown sucked, bro. And then I was like, you know what? Let me just sell while I'm here now. So I continued to sell and flip during Corona, and that was some income for me during the time. And I was like, okay, I did the fitness thing. Because all the gyms were still closed. So I had to, there was a loophole, as well as I knew a guy that had a private gym. So during the time I was flipping to make some money to pay for getting a new car and gas and food and all that good stuff. So I was flipping because that's the only way I knew how to make money at the time. It's not working a fucking job. And even if I could work a job, there were like no jobs available. So I was flipping, and then a couple months in, we're like, okay, let's start going to the gym. Let's start making content again. Let's get back into the groove. Let's not be a lazy bitch. And then the gym started opening back up. And by the time that the gym started opening back up by the time that I had like 2,000-3,000 followers. And then after they were open, skyrocket, 10,000, 30,000, 60,000, 100,000. And that was the coming out of the rut.
Yeah. Holy shit. That's, I feel like, I don't think that you regret that happened, bro. I think that's like a part of your story is like, it's like you're telling it in a podcast now. It's like, I'm going to ask you this, do you regret it? But I kind of know the answer already.
You already know. I don't regret it. Everything literally happens for a reason, bro. And if I'm being completely honest, I've never hated my life more than when I was doing that. Like I told you this in the beginning. Every single day that I lived that MIA lifestyle, I mean, there's people that live in Miami that do like it and they do it the right way and they make good money and good decisions. But me personally, the way that I was doing it and the way that I was living was wake up, drink, smoke in the back of my Maybach, smoke, making
Mm.
deliveries, calls, drinking, smoking, just numbing what I felt under
Yeah.
the me delaying that feeling, and losing all of it was a great reset to say the least.
Mm.
I don't
Yeah.
regret it. I'm on my way to having the life that I've always wanted, a beautiful family with a beautiful woman, and it's going to be safer and not looking over my shoulder, running around with guns my
Mm.
entire life. And if I'm
Yeah.
being completely honest, I would rather have that every day of my life than the previous lifestyle I had.
Mm.
That was gonna last.
Yeah. So how does someone like? How would you say someone finds like the right path for them? It's like, is it through like experimenting like all the time? But is it like there a way to like fast track that?
I feel as though that there is. I feel as though there's a really good bit of like testing. Some people find it the first hit. I kind of ask like a lot of my clients a really big thing that I've always asked them on discovery calls is like, what is something that you could fucking yap about all day, every single day to your boys, to your family, to your mom, to whoever it is that you could just yap because you fucking love talking
Mm.
about it and you know a lot about it. And whatever that thing is, there's probably a subset of people who are interested in it that don't know that much about it. Or you could probably teach people about it, or you could create content about it, or because I specifically teach the brand deals. And so if somebody's selling a product around a specific thing or a specific niche, that's a very easy thing to break into. But it could be if you just love talking to people and having conversations, go do sales of some kind. If you love working with your hands, you want to do something hands on. You could very easily opening up a wrap shop in a place that has tons of money like Miami. Some people love cars. I love cars. Um,
Mm.
you just really got to figure out what it is that you enjoy doing because there's two pieces to this. If you don't make a lot of money, but you make survival money off of something you love doing, you will probably hate doing the thing that you love because you're associating it with the money that you don't have. But if you
Mm.
find something that you absolutely love doing and you will put every second and every dollar into doing it and you make it work, you're just inevitably going to love it even more. So there's a little bit
Mm.
of the two pieces to that, but whatever it is that you feel as though you can go balls to the walls with, that's what you should focus on. And experiments as well. There might be 4 or 5 businesses by the time you're 35 that you're just rocking with.
Mm. So after you achieve like a big goal, either that's like freedom to travel wherever the fuck you want, or that's maybe getting a Lambo, or that's making the first million. All things that you've done. It's how long does the high like last?
Depends on what your treat to yourself is.
Mm.
Like, I refuse to play any sort of video game unless I sign a client. So whenever I sign a client, me and my brother will play a round of zombies or we'll start a Minecraft world, and then after that, it's over. Or, when we hit a new monthly goal or a new revenue goal, we'll do something along the lines of a trip or go smoke a cigar, take a trip to New York, whatever the case may be, but 24 hours. Your first 10K, though, ever, undeniably one of the greatest feelings for like maybe 48 hours, but everybody's nervous system and like dopaminergic system works differently. If your dopaminergic system is like cooked because you're a scroller, it'll probably last like 5 seconds. Like if you just hit a meme coin and you just made your first 10 bands ever, like 5 minutes of excitement, call everybody, probably spend your money, waste it, lose it, buy.
Yeah.
But if you've consistently just been boom, 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 making different goals, and you are predicting and you are really manifesting, I don't know how many people like that word, but if you're already manifesting to make 10, 50, 100, 500K, and you're like, I knew I was going to hit that goal, I knew I was going to hit this goal, I knew I was going to, it's like, okay, cool, next, let's keep doing it, let's keep systemizing it. At that point, it's just kind of like, I knew I was going to do that, so good, we did what we said we were going to do. It's kind of like that.
Yeah, actually, 2 months ago, we were stamping a few coins on Axiom actually with a couple of my friends, right? And because we knew that about a launch on Twitter, and we saw this one coin, and it's like, hey boys, like we don't know if it's gonna be a rug or not. Like only throw in what you can afford to lose. Throw in like $30, and it went to 250, and I'm like 30 to 250. It's like, it's not the amount of money that made me happy because I realized that okay, it's like $200 profit. That's nice, but it's like $200 I'm gonna spend that in a week. But what I realized is, holy shit, what if I threw in 30 bands and I turned it into $250,000? It's like when we played that game in a few years, it's like that's the crazy part about crypto, that's why it's like it's that girl that you know is bad for you, but for some reason you want to spend time with.
Well,
It's like
if I'm being honest, that's kind of the game that the big people are playing. Like, they don't even just play that with meme coins. They are playing it with meme coins, but not as like stock options, stocks, sniping, Bitcoin. They're
Yeah.
playing with their money exactly. You know Andrew. He does the exact same thing. He turns 1,000,000 into 10 in a second.
Yeah.
And that is how
Yeah.
all of the big ballers are playing and preserving their wealth. It's worth it. They can
Yeah.
afford to lose it because they do shit like that. But
Yeah.
you're exactly right. In a few years, that's the game that we'll be playing, and it's kind of hard to lose game. It's gonna be fun
Yeah, it went crazy when Kanye basically a
Oh,
few
God.
months back, he posted on Twitter that he's gonna launch a coin. He never actually did, I think.
I was trying
no,
to snipe it for like 2 months. Shit
Yeah.
wasn't there.
He never did. He never did. But that post got like fucking 10 million impressions or something like that. 10 million, like at least like a few 100,000 shares. It's like it's crazy, bro. Imagine that shit would have went like fucking 60 million market cap.
Well, there were hella people that launched the fake coins. There was a $100 million or 100 mil market cap coin
Huh?
under his name. There was. Well, what was Trump's? It was a fifth of Trump's coin.
Shit, I don't know what Trump's was.
All I know is that it was absolutely fucking disgusting, and I was like, okay, so I missed that. Not that I can really be mad about it. I was just looking for like months for this shit, and there was fake coin after fake coin after fake coin. I was like, this is gonna be a lick. And then after it just never happened, I was like, okay, let me focus on actually just making money because I know that I can just make that
Yeah.
amount of money. Fuck it. I was up at like 3 a.m. just because for my time, like 1 to 4 a.m. was prime for when all the coins were getting released and rugged and fucked. And I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna stay up. And then I was like, oh, you know what? 4 hours every night, I could be recording videos, posting videos, batching videos, scripting. What the fuck am I doing? So I just stopped doing that shit. I was like, okay.
Yo, I don't know if you saw this. It's not that long ago that they launched Soul Pump. What basically it's like literally gambling. It's like literally coin flips. And I saw some guy like putting like 15 Solana like on a coin flip, literally 50-50 with another player. It's like imagine two of the boys they just put like 15 Solana, two guys, and it's like, hey bro, here it is. It's like literally gambling. Like now, when people said that crypto was gambling and people are trying to justify it. Now the boomers and the old middle-aged people have a right to say that it's gambling. In
They
this
literally
sense.
do if that's the fucking case. Like, how are you gonna combat that?
Yeah, bro. Like the coin flip, and you can saw like the past games in the past 24 hours. And I saw a guy with a 15 Solana, and I'm like, holy shit, that's freaking crazy.
Ugh.
And it's like I can imagine some like fucking rich billionaire like putting in like fucking $2-3 million just like. Doesn't really care if he loses.
I mean, dude, I can't imagine. With crypto, I've took a step back from that space. The only thing that I have now is like maybe 2 miners and like Tau. The BitTensor, I have mines on that as well. That's literally it. But BitTensor is completely dependent on what AI software comes out. It literally has nothing to do. I just have it so it's all mining consistently, and every time it spikes to 400, it just pulls it out and sends it to Solana at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. There's always like I feel like there's always fucking periods in crypto. Like right now, it seems pretty fucking dry. Bro, it's not looking too good. So I've also taken a step back away from it for the past month or so.
I'm glad I'm not the only one then. I'm glad I'm not the only one.
For now, but it's like I'm always like looking at Twitter, bro. It's like It's like that bad girl, like, you know she's bad for you, but you still look at her Insta. Bro.
I'm on
Yeah.
Twitter. I had to turn off the Phantom Wallet and Solana notifications because I'm like, okay, let me fucking focus on what I'm supposed to be on Twitter for. Because all of my apps have limits on them. Granted, some of them I should take it off. Like Reddit and Twitter are a massive place for where I find my brand deals. So I need to turn that shit off, but I'm in the same boat, bro. When it's popping and I'm on my yacht smoking a cigar playing Minecraft on a 100-inch platinum TV, then I'll look at some meme coins again. But for now, I'll stay off of it.
Yeah. When you were building, did you have like any IRL haters? Like, let's like some old friends or parents, or I don't know, maybe a girl or whatever. Like people that were like telling you like you're delusional, etc. In real life, not like people online.
An ex of mine, oh God, every time I fucking shot a video, every time I'd be editing, I'd go to a shoot. It was actually really horrible. I don't talk about this a lot, but like it was to the point, like it was a physical, horrible relationship. So like if I had like a shoot or a photo shoot of some kind, when I tell you the marks on my fucking face, I had to wear makeup because she just did not want it to happen, bro. And it was pretty disgusting to say the least. And I really can't even justify the reason that I would stay in a fucking relationship like that other than I don't respect myself very much. And this was during my lowest time. It was 100% during that time where I was like in and out of my car and shit. So, her and I've had people are pretty quiet when they've been negative. I've had people popping in and out of my life. The same people that made fun of me in high school, asking for workout programs. The same people that are the same them actually. They're like your content's stupid, and then when the content pops, they're like, bro, how'd you do it? Like that shit. But they stay pretty fucking quiet, if I'm being honest. Because I don't want to say that I'm loud, but I'm a little too direct for most people. And even if they have ever said anything, I'm like, okay, I don't give a fuck. Like, why are you saying words that I don't care about right now?
Yeah. But like, even when you mentioned that ex, bro, it's like I always see with Americans, bro, like, children and women, like, whenever they feel the right to like be disrespectful, I'm like, here in Europe, bro. If my girl, bro, like put her hands on me, bro, her head is falling off, bro.
I don't know I don't know where it comes from. Like, don't put your hands on them. I don't know if that's Western culture. I don't know if it's Christianity. Period. I don't know what it is. It for me, it was the point that I have always had anger issues, and I don't want to start because I don't know when I will stop. Like if and when I have fought people. I'm not fighting you to like square up. I'm fighting you to ragdoll you and knock your ass out.
Yeah.
So I don't want to start that, but yeah, that relationship was fucking disgusting, dude. Like my heart is like, ugh.
Bro, we all had something like that, bro, to be honest.
I think every boy's gone through his phase, or is going to go through his phase. I know a couple people right now that are going to.
Oh, bro. Or it's like how blinded you are, like, bro, like, oh my god.
And it's not even always lust. Sometimes you're just playing Captain Sabaho. I'm like, that's literally all it was for me, if I'm being completely honest.
Bro, that girl, my ex, right, before that, I was with her for like a year and a half before I met my girl. She said like her body count was 4. And I was like, okay, I was the dumbest kid, but it's like I wouldn't tolerate that now, but I think that 4 is just too much. But that's like 6 months of a relationship. She's telling me like her body count is 4, but it's like she doesn't count blowjobs. Like we were playing like
Bro, if you've had a dick inside of you, that counts.
Yeah, and it's like she didn't count blowjobs, bro. And then when I asked her that night we were drinking right at a party, and I was like, that night my heart broke because she said like with blowjobs it was like 13 guys, and I'm like, oh my god, bro.
You've had 13 penises in your mouth, and I kiss you? That's just no.
Yeah, and when I heard that, and by the way, she was 16 at that time. Crazy.
It's even worse in America, but trust me. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I mean, the age
Sheesh.
of consent here is 15. I don't know what it's there, but
It depends on the state
yeah.
here. It's different.
Uh-oh. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what's crazy? In France, it's 13, I think, or
If you go to
14. It's
Alabama
like,
or
bro,
Texas, it's 13.
that's a fucking child, bro. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
it is. I'm sorry. I would
Oh,
consider like 14, 15 shot. But if I'm being honest, these
yeah.
kids in middle school be getting it in fucking like, bro. Middle school, I think it's I don't know. I think in different parts of Europe, it's like grade school, but grade school is incorporated into like up to
Mm,
12 or whatever the fuck. It's different all over the world. But middle school, I'm talking about like 9, 10, 12. Like that's middle school.
yeah.
Like the fuck are we
Yeah.
doing? But we're not going to talk about that because
Yeah.
that's cancelable. Not really. It's just that's just a sensitive topic in general, though.
Yeah, of course. Um, I wanted to ask you, how does fitness affect business in general? Like maybe mentally, in the decisions you make. And
Mentally, if you, I'll put it this way: I don't know how fat fucks run businesses. If I'm being honest, um, fitness plays such a massive part in like your drive, your focus, mental fog, your capacity to do certain amounts of work. And granted, if you have money, at that point you're paying other people to do the things. But if you're starting off and you have fitness on your side, dude, you're golden because like I said, it helps with your drive, it helps with your mental clarity, it helps with you wanting to do more. And if you have fitness and your dopaminergic system, like your reward system, and they're both good,
Mm,
you want to do the hard things. And it makes it much easier to control yourself, like to control lust, to control like limbic friction. And limbic friction speaking about like when there's certain tasks that you don't want to do and you're like dreading it and you go do stupid minute shit because it makes you feel like you did something but you didn't do the one thing that you know you need to do. When you're healthy and you're fit and you have that cognizant control, it makes like no, fuck off, do the hard thing first, you can do the little things later. It makes that entire process just so much easier. Plus you just have energy. You have way more fucking energy to do shit if you're fit. If you're not fit and you're fat, I don't know how the fuck you're getting by, but I mean, if you are, congratulations. Get rich and then get unfat. If that's you, that's another path
yeah.
too.
Yeah. You know what? It's like people's standards change their like the way they view life so much. Like a person could never imagine waking up before 6 a.m. and another person cannot wake up and not imagine waking up after like 4 or 5 a.m. And it's like these completely two different worlds, you know?
I'm horrible with that. I wake up whenever the fuck I either have a call. Like if I'm being honest, I usually wake up at like 2, 3 in the afternoon, unless I have a call, like right now. Um,
Mhm.
but usually I actually work until like 3 to 4 a.m. and then I
Well,
go to sleep.
that's another way to do it. I look, whatever the fuck I'm doing, I need to have like a fucking sleep schedule. It's like I don't care because I had one period of time when I would like wake up at 8 p.m. and work till like one like be awake till like 12 p.m. and it's like I would sleep through the day or through the afternoon, and that worked. But I feel like it only worked because I knew at what time I'm going to sleep, and it's like I need to have the same wake up and sleep time and the same every single day. It's like I don't care what time it is, but if it's the same, it's like as soon as like one day I wake up at 7, one day I'm waking up at 3, and one day I'm waking up at 1 p.m. It's like that's when like I'm sloppy as fuck for me.
Honestly, my sleep schedule could definitely do for some work. It's quite inconsistent. It's not always 8 hours.
Mm.
Yeah, at the very least, my sleep schedule could definitely do for some fine tuning. If I'm being completely honest, it's not consistent by any means.
You know what seems absolutely crazy to me? Like some psychopaths. You eat the first thing in the morning. You wake up and you put food in your mouth. And
I
it's like,
wanted to
oh,
this morning. I was like, I want a donut. But
yeah.
no, trust me, I am the same way. Like I've really adopted like what Andrew said. I know that I take a lot from him, but like
yeah.
he said, "Why are you waking up and stuffing your face like a fat ass?
Yeah.
You didn't earn it. Go fucking earn it and then eat." Plus, on top of that, just you don't feel good. It's literally called break fast. Like, fuck
Yeah.
that. And I accidentally fast for 16, 20 hours sometimes, just getting shit done.
Actually, me too. A lot of times, like now I was bulking, so I was like fucking eating a fuck ton of food. But
Yeah.
it's like now, like fasting for half the day feels really good.
You feel really good. You get so much shit done. You're like, oh, I forgot to eat today. But look at all the stuff I did today. Like, if
Yeah.
I'm being completely, I get so much more done. I feel so much better. And I feel like the older that we get and the more that we
Mm.
learn, the more that we see how our body works. Like, even like talking about like your caloric system and your nervous system, I was obviously fucking stupid and not paying attention when I got my NASM certification. Because the body just doesn't even work on 24-hour cycles. It works on like weekly. It doesn't work on weekly cycles. You can go 14 days without food and maintain your muscle mass. The only thing you just don't have is your little pump. You don't have inflammation. You don't have swelling. You don't have your water retention. And that is why gym bros feel smaller. That is why you look smaller. It's not because you lost any muscle. And it's so crazy to me the way that I used to go on and on and on. I need to eat. I need to eat before this time. And it's just so many fucking lies from the health and fitness industry that have created that stigma. Bro, I could go a week without eating any food and look and feel fucking better. It's just going to be a little bit difficult in the beginning because I'm so used to stuffing my face. But that's so crazy to me, bro, the way that we just learn and evolve.
Yeah. Like today, I went to the gym at 6 a.m., but I had my first meal at 1 p.m.
Bro, I don't know when the fuck I'm going to eat my first meal, but fuck it. I woke up like an hour ago.
Hey, bro, fresh mind at least.
No, literally, bro. You have 1,000,000% of my attention this morning, I'll tell you that.
Well, I'm gonna ask you, what's the biggest risk you ever took in your whole life? What would you say was the biggest risk?
Moving to Dubai was the biggest risk I ever took. And I moved there because I wanted to get my golden visa. They have this thing called the Golden Creator Visa, which basically it states on their website if you own a piece of property there for 90 days and you have a positive influence in any sector of the world or subsector, that you are eligible to get your golden visa, which I still have. I think it's 10 years. It's valid for 10 years. What's that?
What's that? What's the golden visa? What does it do for you?
So you know how like you need a work visa to move to like Switzerland or anywhere basically? Exact same thing. Just it's a creator visa. So if you look it up, it's very specifically for creators and influential people. Simply because they want all eyes on Dubai, number one. And number two, they're only going to grant this to people who very specifically have a positive reputation online. They do. If you're a negative creator, if you're a fucking clout gobbler, if you do like those drama podcasts, like some of those fucking weird, they're not granting you that visa. They don't want that shit. But if you have a positive influence or if you bring some sort of value to their economy, they will grant you that golden visa. But you do have to have a piece of property. At least when I applied for it, you had to have a piece of property and stay in the UAE for 90 days minimum.
You know, bro, like something that I feel like every entrepreneur is trying to get is the AMX, the American Express card.
Motherfucker, I'm trying to get that.
Yeah, I know. It's like it's a far-reaching goal, but it's like the amount of stories I've heard like on podcasts from these wealthy people with a black AMX card, like
that's the only one that I want, bro. I don't give a fuck about the gold. I don't give a fuck about dude. The Centurion card gets you in rooms that people don't know exist, bro. I don't know the rooms that exist yet. That card, you can literally go to the SBA and be like, yeah, let me get that $500 million business on this card, please, thank you, bye. Like, bro. I can only imagine the conversations that you've had. I haven't had the opportunity to watch all of your podcasts, but I'm sure you've had some sexy Amex conversations in your time.
No, yeah, bro.
Off record or on record? Because if they're on record, I'm going to go fucking watch your episodes. Every single one of them. Your watch time is going to be like 50 hours.
Yeah, bro. One time I interviewed Max Lewis, who is worth like I think $50 or $40 million, which is very successful, bro. Like for
Yes.
his age, especially he's like 30 years older than me, but it was like so inspiring to see someone who built a business like in the 90s, you know, with a propane business, right? And sold it for $37 million. But it's like he built it from nothing. He didn't have like the internet. He didn't do fucking e-com stores or anything. He built like $37 million, like in the real world where we're selling real like physical products. It's like fucking crazy.
I would say brick and mortar
Then
businesses are arguably more impressive than digital businesses, honestly.
yeah. And then when I read his book and I read the story more deep, it's like so crazy. He's actually from Miami, and he sent me the book. I'll get it right now.
Hey.
Yo, so this is like a book that I've read and I'm gonna read again. Who's Max Lewis, right? And he gave me even his signature. He shipped it to me all the way from Miami.
That's
so it's like
sick.
that was. This is like so crazy, bro.
What a
It's
G,
like,
bro.
Yeah.
What a
I
literal
was act-
fucking G.
Yeah. So like that was the craziest. That was actually even early on. That was like my first 6 months of podcasting. That happened. It's like that was like my 8th episode, I think. Now I'm like close to 60 episodes now. But it's like that episode I'll never forget because it was someone who's older than me but looks at me like I'm his kind of like his son. It's like he actually like even after the podcast we stayed like in touch just like with you, bro. And I'm doing the second one. It's like it's what some podcasts are like literally just like we talk once and it's like we don't know each other again, which I respect. Okay, but then some like let you build relationships, and it's like when you can build relationships with people and you can provide some value back to them, that's like I think the completely other level of creating content. It's like not just transact when it's transactional, but it's like when you actually build a relationship and that lasts for a while.
Well, I mean, I 1,000,000% agree with you for two reasons. One, because my relationship management skills can sometimes be really bad, believe it or not. Um, because I don't like vacant conversations. I don't like empty words. I don't
Mm.
like empty promises. I'm not like I don't know. There's a very specific term for it, but some people like substance to their conversations, right? And value
Mhm.
100%. That's why I love what I do because brand deals and UGC content, as silly as it sounds, they're not I don't like one-off deals. My end goal is to
Mm.
get a retainer and work with you for years. Jim Subs, I have
Yeah.
worked with for years. And you get to have a relationship and you get to become part of the culture and you get to continually help and have different conversations and meet people. And if I'm being honest, just the ability to learn different things and have these different relationships is such a beautiful thing that I think is overlooked. You're right. Everything
Mm.
is extremely transactional. Respect because some people, they're just there for the content or the cloud or some views or, not everybody's going to stay around and stick around. But I
Mm.
personally enjoy having a quality relationship with the people that I speak to.
Yeah.
There have been plenty of other people that have approached me for podcasts, and I'm like, I've seen your podcast, and I don't like it. I'm not doing that.
You know, the thing that I always like, honestly, the podcast is fun and all, but it's like I always have a conversation like before pod. We spoke for like 20 minutes before this podcast, because bro, I was like, okay, I don't know how much time he has for this, but it's like I want to get into it, but also like when I want to finish this topic, and something else pops in my mind, and I have to like snap out of it and just like, yo, we can chat later. It's like that's like thing that I that's maybe annoying about me that I like yap too much and I don't know how much time that person has, etc.
Bro,
But
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I mean, you're
That's
good,
like
bro.
yeah.
Go ahead.
That's like something that I like with people in general. When you can build a relationship. So, yeah.
No, I think the rapport, in my opinion, that's always been like even for sales calls, it's been a very difficult thing for me because I personally like the rapport phase. A lot of coaches and people will say, you need to rush the sales calls to set the authority, and you need to be like, hey, so I have a call directly after this, even though I don't. Can we just jump right into it? I'm like, I struggle with that because I actually genuinely like give a fuck and just want to like talk to you and see if I can help you. I don't just want to be like,
Yeah.
I have a fake call after this. Let's get right into it so I can fucking take your money. Like, I really don't want to do that. I don't care. Like, and plus you already know I can yap for an infinite
Yeah.
amount of time. That's just how I am.
Yeah. It's like it's different when that person actually has some interesting insights and some stories behind that to give. You know.
It definitely
Um,
is. It is. It's a respect. It's a balance and respect of time. Definitely.
yeah. Having lost everything at some point, now, what would you say is the key to like maintaining that momentum and not losing it?
Wealth preservation, systemizing everything, and tracking everything. If there's one,
Hmm.
that's definitely what I've learned. It's definitely not the answer I gave last time. I know that for a fact, but making sure that everything's systemized because if a system breaks, you can fix it quickly. If you don't have a system, you don't know what the fuck to fix. Wealth preservation, putting your money in places that's going to grow, put it in places that's locked, putting it in places that you can't just pull it out like liquid cash immediately and you can't make a rash decision. And just continuing to build wealth in a way that is trackable. If I'm tracking where my money is going, I can stop excess funds leaving. If I'm tracking where my money is going, I can track what is helping me and what's not helping me and stop doing what's not helping me. And I would say that those are the three things where I'm at in my life as of right now. Who knows? Maybe in a couple of years that'll be different, but I definitely feel as though that in terms of my financial literacy, that's kind of where I'm at and what I need to do. So that's what I would say.
Mm. How do you never like get too comfortable or too complacent at some point? It's like even if you're not moving, it's like you're still like working like a dog at all points. And yeah, you might have like some periods when you celebrate like a big milestone, but then you get back to work. But it's like some people like they like start going to parties and they start getting like easy pussy, and then it's like they get a little too comfortable. You
Shit
know what I
gets
mean?
easy.
Yeah. How do you prevent that?
One, being very conscious of when it's happening, and number two, continuing to challenge yourself. I was getting way too fucking comfortable this past year. I'm currently in a monk mode as of right now.
Mm.
A couple of my non negotiables being I need to spend 25 minutes a day learning another language. I need to read a minimum of 25 pages a day. I need to do some sort of fitness and physical activity every single day. I need to meditate for 10 minutes a day and sit completely still because that's something I never do.
Mm.
And those are just some of my non negotiables that I need to do. Those are all things that I struggled with. Not struggled because
Mm.
fitness is just part of my life, but you know, I've been in the opinion, well, it's not an opinion, it's a fact that you need to have a full rest day. But I've
Mm.
been going to the gym like 3 days a week. So I said, okay, snap the fuck out of it. Go every day. I've been slacking on reading and educating myself. I need to do that. I never sit still. I need to do that. My languages, I've been doing the Duolingo, but I've been doing it where I get a couple of points and I get off. No, I need to actively be pursuing and learning another language. So, and on top of that, calisthenics is the most challenging thing I've ever fucking done. Making
Mm.
$1 million is easier than learning fucking a handstand. I don't know what the fuck it is, but if you feel as though you are getting comfortable, if you know you're getting comfortable, if you are losing momentum, you need to very purposefully smack yourself in the face and you need to very purposefully give yourself challenges that keep you uncomfortable, that keep you on your toes
Mm.
and keep you making progress. I don't care if it's in a physical aspect, a mental aspect, a spiritual aspect, a financial aspect. You should always be moving forward, otherwise you could be moving backwards and you don't know it, or the world is just going to catch up to you. You know, $100,000 today is absolutely nothing compared to what it was years ago. And if you know you're making $100,000 a year, you know, 20, 30 years ago versus now, maybe you maintained it and you got comfortable back then. Now you're fucked because it's just a different
Mm.
economy. So even if you're not moving backwards, you still need to move forwards if you want to maintain the lifestyle that you currently
Mm.
have or, preserve the
Yeah.
lifestyle that you have. So be aware of it and continually challenge yourself purposefully. That's what I would say.
Yeah. For me, it really was like just literally having a task list and like literally tracking down the days over like the past, like, few months, a year, 2 years, and like seeing like what period of your life have you been like literally like to come. It's like it's like so nice when you can track back like 6 months back and compare your consistency to back then.
Do you journal? Is that
Oh yeah.
like what
Oh,
that is?
I have like three full journals by now. It's like yeah.
I really need to do that. How do you go about? Because like even like speaking affirmations, like I used to be very spiritual. I grew up in a very very Christian household, and I used to be very close to God. I can't say the same anymore, only because there was a lot of negative things in the church, like everything from, sorry to say it, but pedophilia with the pastors, them taking money, siphoning from people. So
Yeah.
my faith has become very distant. And
Yeah.
I don't know. I told myself I would become ultra wealthy and then I would take the time to focus on my faith because the way that I look at it for like men, we play in three arenas: the dating arena, the finances, and who has the biggest car arena, and the fitness. Those are the three things men need to max out everything. But obviously,
Mhm.
faith is a part of that for a lot of people, in my opinion. And I just told myself I would get wealthy and then take all the time to focus on my faith. But I know that faith is a priority for a lot of people probably watching this, and I wanted to know, how do people, and maybe you specifically, go about one, journaling, like what is it doing for you, and
Mhm.
two, speaking affirmations or talking to yourself or working yourself through whatever it is
Yeah.
that you talk to, whether it's God, whether it's gods, whether it's the universe. Do you participate in that, and how do you do that? This is a
So
question for
first
you.
thing I'm gonna get into journaling because that's just short. Um, Journaling really, I had a night not that long ago when I literally was writing about this. Is I stopped like forcing myself to like journal every day because I started seeing that I started just like literally I wrote the date and then I just wrote one or two or three sentences like just a life update and just like closed it. And I just like built up so much distaste for it. And then I didn't journal for like 2 months. And last week, like I was on my hallway, right, and my fireplace was burning some wood right there. And I just came out of the shower and I just grabbed my journal and I wrote like 7 pages, bro. Just like what's been going on, like this move to Warsaw, how I'm feeling about it, how I'm feeling about the boys, what I think will happen, what I think about the conflicts, because I'm sure that we're all men, bro. It's gonna happen. It's like it's just like for going at the beginning of that journal, I can find it right now. It's like those pages were full. Like that motherfucker was full. And then if I can go now, like later on, to some later pages, like those pages have like a few sentences, and that's it, bro. That's it. Because I started every day just journaling, and that just built the distaste for me. Then again, a page not that long ago, full, like again, like fucking full, right?
That's what I want
And
to
it's like,
avoid, is building that distaste, because I feel like it's a very good tool for documenting minute parts of a
yeah.
very important journey.
Honestly, I journal like maybe 1 day a week or maybe once every 10 days. It's like whenever I really um just like can't sleep at night, I'm just thinking. I'm like, why don't I just like share my thoughts? It's like live streaming your thoughts on a piece of paper. So like that's the way that I found it. To be consistent with not like the amount of time that you do it per week, but be consistent with the effort because I've found that I've had like I've been journaling for like I don't know 100 days in a row, but those pages were fucking empty. Like, yeah, went to the gym today. Was pretty tired because I slept 5 hours, but I'm gonna see my girlfriend tomorrow, so that's gonna be fun. That's it. And it's like that's so fucking useless. So yeah, definitely do it truly when you have the inspiration
Oh my
and don't
god.
wait. You
I
know?
agree. I'm gonna take that. Once a week seems like a good starting point, unless there's more.
Yeah, yeah. And then another thing about that. Okay, so affirmations, in my opinion, the first thing about that is I don't think that that will necessarily like attract things in your life. That will just change your actions. And I feel like, yeah, of course, if you say I'm a future millionaire or I'm a millionaire, you tell that yourself every morning, it won't magically make you take the actions, but it will magically change your state of mind to a higher frequency, which then will make you feel like taking action. So yeah, I definitely see some sense in that. Unless it's taking like half an hour a day, then I don't think it's worth it. But yeah, and in terms of faith, man, I've been to church maybe a handful of times in my life. Like my parents, I grew up in a Christian household, of course, but we moved to this country, which is very atheistic compared to Romania, where I was born to. So my parents didn't even know the language and didn't want to take me to a church where I don't even know, speak the language. And then they saw how the people move here. So my parents gave me a Bible. Hold on, let me show you because this one is so cool. So like obviously when you're a kid, you don't want to read a fucking Bible because it's so fucking boring. So they gave me like this Bible for like children, right?
Yeah.
And it has pictures on every.
That's
every
fire.
Page. So it's like this is the only way I got myself to read the Bible. It's like through these, because it has like actual pictures.
The sad part, that's crazy.
Yeah. And so that's like how I got into Christianity, and then I started reading the Bible like when I was a little older, unfiltered version, the longer one, the boring one. Because bro, I wasn't much of a reader my whole childhood. However, now I went to church a few months ago when I was in Warsaw, with the boys that meet up, and although I didn't speak a word, I felt something in that church. But I'm not gonna lie, man. I don't feel like we go to heaven through the works here on this earth, bro. That's not what's going on, bro. Christ died on the cross for our sins. It's like that is the sacrifice. So I don't want to go through religion on the podcast, but I'm just saying, what's the modern church become? And I can imagine the churches in America.
Oh, dude.
That's the last place you would ever find me. So no, I don't think that is necessarily what makes you a good Christian. But I definitely talking to God every day and definitely learning from God. It's definitely like reading the scriptures, reading the Bibles, reading the book of Job, reading the book of Torah and all of these, and trying to understand it. And if you don't, read it back or ask a pastor or ask someone older or look on YouTube, because there are a lot of people that understand it. There's one guy, Dwayne from Dracula Triangle School. He has this second channel called Tack Room Bible Talk, and he's like a 60-year-old man explaining the Bible because he used to be a pastor. And man, I've gained so much understanding from watching his videos. They're boring. They're like half an hour videos. Him smoking a cigar and reading a Bible sometimes, or drinking coffee.
What the fuck?
It's like an
G,
old
bro. That's fire.
I'm gonna send it to you. It's like just like a 60-year-old man with a bushy beard, just like talking. It's like not many young people watch that shit, but yeah, I've definitely learned a lot from it. So
yeah, I was gonna say that's kind of sad. I was honestly, basically fear-mongered into reading the Bible. Like I read, or I could tell you the King James Bible, like the back of my hand. Everything from Genesis, Job, Exodus. I know the Bible very well. And a lot of people just seem very attracted to it. I don't know. I feel like the churches in America, like you said, it was the last place you'd be. They turn a lot of people away from it. And yeah, but yeah, we don't have to go too deep into it. I was just really curious where you're at with that, because everybody's on their own journey with
again,
spirituality.
Bro, I'm not a perfect Christian at all. Bro, I sin a fuck ton. It was just being mindful of it, actually.
Yeah, apparently I'm a sinner because I'm jacked.
No, actually, I'd say the contrary. You're taking care of your temple. No, I don't think that's true.
There we go.
Yeah. Maybe because you show your nipples, bro. Maybe.
That's what my grandmother used to say. She is strict.
Really?
She used to say. Actually, I'm not gonna say it because she'll probably see this. Let me not expose her. She basically said I'm doing pornographic material, and I was like, no, I'm not.
Yeah. Hey, how much money to do OnlyFans, bro?
It's a great question. We can make an AI clone and find out.
15, 20 mil, maybe more.
Bro, I could fucking beat all those models. I could do 100 mil, I guarantee.
Bro. What's the best place you've lived in, even short term?
uh, Either Bali or Dubai. Dubai, every single time I walk the fuck outside, I meet a fucking G. Like, my phone
Mm,
has billions of dollars worth of contacts simply
mm,
because of the people that I've met. But Bali, I
mm,
love third world country, bro. Being in the
mm,
sun, eating raw food, lack of internet, believe it or not. Like, I don't know if I talked about this in the previous
mm,
podcast, but contrary to what I do, I use the internet because it's a very important tool to achieve the lifestyle that I want to achieve. But I don't like being on my
mm,
phone. I don't like consuming media. I don't like constant sound. I love being in the sun and in the water and quiet and running around in the dirt and the fucking mud. Like, I'm a country boy at heart, first of all. I fuck around in the cities, but I'm a country boy, to say the least. And I just literally like going to the DR, Colombia, Mexico, Bali, it doesn't matter where. In those places, I literally feel and look insane from my vascularity. My skin soaks up all the sun. My energy is better. My body is healing, and like, I'm sorry, but America might be a great place, but it's not a great place for me. And I
mm,
prefer those kinds of places. So it's between like Bali and Dubai are two of my favorite places in
mm.
the whole world right now.
Yeah, I grew up in a village in my whole childhood, so it's like I love big cities like Prague, etc. It's like that's why I'm moving to Warsaw, bro. It's because
Oh,
hey,
Prague.
I wanna, yeah,
That's
I
where
wanna
she
see if
wants
I
to
get
go.
sick of it. But yeah, yeah, it's like just because it's the complete contrary. Maybe as I get older, maybe as I spent a lot of years in the cities, maybe I'll get sick of it too. But
I mean,
for now, bro.
I mean, experience both, and you're probably gonna flip flop. You're probably gonna like it for 2 years, and you go back, and you know, when you get older, you want some more quiet, and then you never know.
Yeah.
Life, when you have the option to choose, is so much better, so much better
Mm.
than being stuck.
You know, I started going to a more expensive gym in a bigger city. My previous gym was like $50 a month. This one is $180 a month.
Very big
Um,
difference.
however, yeah, but like I remember when I saw a Bentley Continental GT, but it was like a drop top. It had a soft top on it. It looked like a 2023 4 version maybe, and it's just like when I saw it, I'm like, which motherfucker here owns that? You know, I looked out the
Facts.
window at a parking lot and I'm looking at like which one of you motherfuckers has it? And then another day I saw a Range Rover SVR. And then what else did I see there?
So you got some sexy vehiculars over there.
Yeah, and it's like it's Czech Republic. It's not even a capital city. I'm like, who the fuck drives these cars here, right? Then you see like the mid-price cars like a BMW i8 for like 50K. It's like not that impressive, but it's like when you see like an AMG GTR for like 150 grand, you're like, okay, I need to find that guy.
Yes, those people are the best connects. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Oh man, yeah, going to a more expensive gym completely changed the caliber of people there.
No, it does, bro. You go from people who are no, there's still motherfuckers who sit on the machines on their phone, but you know,
Yeah.
sometimes they're just texting back and they're like, "Can you send that YF of 5 million? Thank you." Back to my side.
Mm.
That I can understand. The people who are sitting there looking at Snapchat, get the fuck off the machine, dude. What are you doing? Those people
Yeah,
piss me off.
yeah,
Jesus.
yeah, crazy. Yeah, but it's like even the time that you go out to gym, bro. When you go to the gym like 6 7 a.m. 6 7, compared to like 6 7 p.m., it's like it's different type of people. First
Way
of all, it's not
different.
that full, but it's like also like the girls that wear the leggings and the fucking bras with their tits out. They don't appear in the morning for some reason.
They're also
I
not
don't
there
see
late at
them.
night for good reason. I mean, there's a good
Hmm.
reason that they're not there. Well, in America, it's probably more dangerous for women to be out at night. But between
Hmm.
the hours of like 10 and 2 a.m., there's actually quite a few Lambos at my gym. I'm not gonna lie.
Hmm.
It's not surprising. I'll say that.
Yeah, I think America might be a little bit more dangerous because you have black people.
You have a lot more predators, to say the least, in America. No, I'm not gonna lie. When I was in Switzerland, bro, I saw like 7 black people. I don't know like
Oh,
what the fuck is up with that, but they were like African. They weren't like African American either,
yeah.
and they were actually
Yeah.
well dressed and well
Yeah,
kept. I was like, see, there you go.
bro. I saw a motherfucker with a fucking suit and a shirt, but he was sagging his pants, and I'm like, nigga, what the
You
fuck
just
is that?
destroyed your entire fit, bro.
Yeah.
That's
Bro.
depressing to see. I've seen that a couple times, and I'm just like, are you good, bro?
Yeah.
That really is a fucking shame.
Yeah. What would you say was your best purchase? Best thing you spend money on?
My bad camera. That camera.
What?
My camera, 100%. The
Mm.
A7 III. When I was like getting out of the rut, like I told you,
Mhm.
this camera, my buddy David, who's also one of my business partners, he held the camera for me, and it's a beautiful thing because this is like when I was like at that 4,000 followers thing where I told you right before I popped off, and he was going to New York because he was doing videography work for the mayor at the time.
Mm.
And I was like, I don't have the money right now. Is there any way that I can use the camera? And then I can make the money and I can come up to New York and give you the money. And this was at a time that the internet was very starting. And this was also at a time that I had known him for like a month or two. And he was like, yeah, bro, just make the money. And whenever you can bring it up, just do it. And I did it. I got up to like 20K in like the next 30, 60 days, like I said. I made the money and I drove my ass up to New York. I met him. I brought him the money. And I was like, bro, this camera fucking changed my life.
Wow.
And cameras changed my life 100%. Like I'm using a camera right now. I've been testing doing these calls with a camera and shit. So
Yeah.
best
How much-
purchase ever.
How much money did that singular camera make you?
The
How much would you
camera?
say? Yeah.
Over 6. Over 250. Easily.
Yeah.
This camera
Crazy.
has seen so much shit. Like when I tell you the amount of hard drives that I have sitting around.
Jesus.
I have about 10 terabytes on hard drives.
Jesus.
And
bro.
then
How
I have
much-
another 20 sitting on a RAID system in my closet where the miners are. I have all of these full of content. And then I have
Bro,
the RAID
even-
system.
Even Diddy doesn't have that much content. What the
Good fuck, bro.
fuck?
No, if I'm being completely honest, bro. Oh, and plus there's also a terabyte on this freaking computer of shit. It's
Yeah.
almost full. But yeah, dog, it's over 250K has been made from. Not only this camera though, I've used the FX, I've used the ZVs, I've used some of his cameras, I've had people shoot me with their cameras. A lot of money has come from just owning a camera. Yeah, and it's fucking hilarious because everything's going towards raw, authentic content. So, yay me.
Yeah, crazy, bro. What's like a big materialistic goal for you right
To be a billionaire. Easily.
now?
There's literally no reason for me to do it other than to make sure that anybody that ever has my DNA never has to struggle. And I want to set it up in a way. I'm not even going to go down that rabbit hole of trying to make sure they're not dumb. But being a billionaire for 3 reasons. 1, I want to buy Activision and Mojang and unfuck both of those games. Minecraft and Call of Duty both fucking suck. I want a yacht and I want a Bugatti. And then I also don't want my family, friends, or anybody to ever have to worry again. And I think the easiest way... Go ahead.
To be honest, for me, I disagree with that, bro. I want my fucking kids to struggle, bro. I by the time I die, I'm gonna spend every cent I have, bro. I will leave them nothing, because it's like the struggle that is the best part about life, man. It's like if you were never like broke, and if you never like um have the, how should I say, the uncertainty. It's like, what does money mean to you? You know, it's like
That is a
it doesn't
really
mean.
hard battle that I have in my head because it's fucking facts.
Yeah.
If you don't struggle, you're just gonna be like that's where I really struggle with like, I want to make that money, and I don't know if I want to just go fucking mine some asteroids with that money, or if I just want to create a fucking super militant company that my family can work for, because I would never just give my kids millions of dollars. That would just
Yeah,
not
me
happen.
either.
But I would want them to have the option to work hard for it. But that's the thing where it's like when I become a billionaire, there's going to be different ways to disperse your money. There's different ways to give it out. There's different ways to preserve it. But I don't know. I do have some pretty vain things I want. Like I said, the yacht, the Bugatti. Me and my brother were gawking over. Like, I think the Koenigsegg and the four-door Koenigsegg and like a Bugatti Divo would be pretty sick. And then, that's kind of the vain goals that I have.
Yeah, those are like fucking crazy ass cars.
I was like, bro,
To
the
be honest,
Devo is
bro.
only 3 mil and the Koenigsegg's only 1.7. I was like, that's
Yeah.
nothing in the grand scheme of things, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, and the thing is, but the thing with those cars is, bro, I would only drive those cars in like places like Monaco or Dubai or like places like that. But bro, I would not drive that to fucking Miami, like a Koenigsegg to Miami. It's like, you
No, I
think
would
it's
not drive
safe,
them in
but-
America. Well, no, there's some
Yeah.
places I would. If I'm being honest though, the way I am with cars, like I've owned multi-million dollar cars and I've owned like $2,000 cars. I drive them
Mhm.
all the same. I will get in it every day and I will drive that bitch into the ground. I don't give a fuck
Yeah.
about it depreciating. If I bought the car, I bought it to drive it.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of weird about it. Most people that buy those cars are like, you have to preserve it and no. I'm gonna be like Strad and fucking put some tank tracks on my Lambo and go drive that shit through the
Trust me.
desert, bro. Like, come on.
Yeah. You know what? Doug DeMuro, if you know him, Doug DeMuro, he has like 5 million subs. He's a car review channel, right?
Car review?
So he has. Huh?
He does car review?
Yeah, he does car reviews, and basically he has like 3 real expensive cars. He has like a Ford GT for like that costs like 600 grand now. He
Those
has
are
a
sexy.
Lamborghini Countach for like 500,000, and he has a Porsche Carrera GT for like 1.5 mil, right? And it's like he said that he drives those cars like all the fucking time, except for the Carrera GT, I think. But I think that he drives the Ford GT as a daily, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah. And he said it's the old GT, like from 2005.
Like it's an OG
right?
GT.
Yeah. And I'm so surprised that you don't know Doug DeMuro. Like, if you think of car reviews, he's the only YouTuber that comes to mind. But anyways,
I've probably seen him before. Is he the black dude?
no, he's white. He
Yeah.
always starts his video with, "This is," and the name of the car. Anyways, I'm gonna send it to you later.
Please
But
do.
the craziest thing is, he always says that he has so many investments in like real estate and stocks and all of that, that he wants to have what he doesn't want his car to be an investment. You know, he has one joy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like,
that's how it should be.
he
That's
has
how I
so
am.
many- yeah, he has so many boring investments that he doesn't need his cars to be an investment and ruin the fun of it.
I think that's 100% valid, bro. And there's gonna be different entrepreneurs, millionaires, and billionaires that say it's a waste of money. Some will say you earned it. That's completely valid, and some will say that's
Yeah.
really fucking stupid. Why would you do that? Everybody's got a different way of looking at money, and if I'm being completely honest, me having $10 million of cars, those are gonna be fucking daily drivers. I don't care. Like that's just how I'm
Yeah.
looking. Like the Koenigsegg would literally be my family car. The 4-door Koenigsegg.
Yeah.
Bro. If I can go with my family and we can just slam the gas with a car with 2,300 horsepower at that, that's so much
Crazy,
fun. Not that driving fast is good with your family in the car, but you know what I'm saying.
Oh man, you know what, bro? As a European, I love the fucking American cars. So this is gonna sound whack, But bro, I'm in love with the fucking Challenger Hellcat, bro. I'm like in love with Hellcats. Oh my god. I
I don't
once
blame you. They're fun.
Yeah, I once gotten a ride from it because a friend of mine rented it for his wedding, right? And it's like renting an American car, like even a Mustang here in Czech Republic, it's fucking expensive, right?
I believe it.
Anyway, yeah, and it's like, oh my god, bro, that thing has supercar engine in a fucking brick, uh, fucking shaped fucking muscle car. And it's so stupid, but I love the story of it. You know, it's like the story was basically like Camaro Mustangs were shitting on fucking Dodge Challenger in 2015. And that's when they decided to make the Hellcat. It's like that story. It's just like they beat them by like 150 horsepower. Bro,
They
with their
cooked
top,
them, bro.
you know.
Well, I was the same
Yeah.
way. Like when I was living Miami life, I bought a red eye, and when I tell you,
Mm.
dude, those cars are so much fun, dude. Like even just in my garage, clicking that key and starting that bitch screams every morning, bro. I don't like land boats, but I will say they are fun. Like literally, I told my brother
Mm.
this. If I could only own one single car, it would be the Mercedes AMG W204 C63 Black Series. It's a twin turbo V8.
Mm.
And the reason for that is it's a V8. I had a twin turbo with a supercharger with the nitro, and I had the blow off valves. That was the build.
Jesus.
It was a 1500 horsepower V8. Never would I ever want another vehicle. Like if I couldn't own the Bugattis, if I couldn't
Mm.
own anything else, that would be the car. That's all you really need. Like the Koenigsegg, it's a V8 hybrid. You don't really need anything else but a V8, bro. I can completely understand why, because that shit is sexy.
Yeah.
But that's just my
Man.
opinion.
Yeah, it's just like even American cars in general, like Corvettes and Camaros, ZL1. Like for some reason, I'm just like I'm a hornball for these cars,
Dude,
bro.
they're sexy.
I don't know. But again, I feel like Americans don't like Corvettes and these American cars because they are obsessed with Beamers and Mercedes. But like here, it's like if you have a Mercedes, you're like semi-successful. It's like it's the opposite, right? Here, you're like successful if you have a Mustang. Like, bro, people look
Yeah.
at it like, yeah, this motherfucker has a Mustang. It's like it's so crazy here, bro.
Well, imported cars are always more expensive. Like
Yeah.
when I went to Switzerland, bro, I was in like heaven. I was like, yes, everybody has a Mercedes. Finally, I don't see these
Yeah.
shit Fords everywhere. Whereas,
Yeah.
over there, well, granted, the Mustangs are still like my buddy. He bought his dream car, the
Mm.
Dark Horse, and
Yeah.
he loves the car. Very fun car to drive. I'm not gonna lie, just not my cup of tea. But over there, imported vehicles are also just more expensive. They just are.
Yeah. I actually looked at the fucking price, bro. You can in America you can get a Hellcat for like 50, 60K. Bro, here like it costs like fucking 90 to 100 and up, bro.
That's
It's
what I'm
like
saying.
fucking
The
crazy.
import fee alone is like 10, 20K. Like, well, it's also
Yeah.
scarcity. Like, the less people that have it, the more people that want it. That's just kind of how the world
Well,
works,
yeah,
I
of
guess.
course. If everybody had fucking Challengers here, I wouldn't want it, bro.
That's how they are here. And it's just a bunch of monkeys driving them around with loud music, smoking inside them shits. And it's just like, bro,
Yeah.
fuck. But that's just how it is, Like, that's how people drive the cars here. It's either like a big white dude or like a little black dude, or sometimes it's a little black or a big black dude,
Mm.
whatever the fuck you want to call it. Just these
Mm.
cars are so common here that's like cool, and they destroy the cars here too. Like they're missing panels, different colored panel. They're just fucked, bro. But over there, I could see that being a super like fun fucking car to
Yeah.
have.
Yeah. Who inspires you now? Do you have someone that you look up to right now?
I would have to say that my father to this day, dude is the GOAT. Doesn't matter how much he's been through, doesn't matter how much he's worked, doesn't matter how much shit he takes. Still gets up every single day, makes money, sticks to what he believes in, does what he wants, and honestly, he has been through too much. But to this day, he's still inspired me to not be a dickhead.
W, bro. W. It's not a lot of black people that have that, bro. No,
No.
bro, I'm sorry.
There's really not, dude. Like even
Yeah.
my dad was telling me about the story of when he was getting the adoption papers from, my sperm donor. And
Mm.
I never really know which story is the right story. I don't really give a fuck. But the way that he told it, all it took was him saying like, "Yeah, you're going to be off the hook for child support." Before it was apparently difficult, but after he said that, he was like, "Can you drive here right now so I can sign those papers?" And it was a done deal. Done. It was
Mm.
like a slave auction, but it was literally just most black people in America don't, and I feel as though that the demographics is simply becoming everybody in America, because I can quite honestly say I know irresponsible Caucasians, black
Mm.
people, Hispanic people, because men in general are just weak and pathetic at this point. Like they're not getting better.
Mm.
But there's a subset people like us who I'm going to continue to create content to hopefully inspire more men to not be a dickhead and be better. But yeah, it is a majority
Mm.
African Americans. The African American culture is just fucking cooked right now, though.
Hey, Hellcats and Watermelon W, bro. Who doesn't like watermelon, bro?
Let's just fucking export all of them at this point, bro. Work for the German. It's just as much as the Hellcat in America, actually.
Bro. Also, bro, if you look at a Hellcat and the fucking tires on that bitch, bro. You look at the fucking wide ass tires that you have to put on the back because you otherwise can't really handle it.
They're
It's
like 280 to 300. That's literally like Lambo Urus tires.
yeah,
They're thick as
Yeah.
fuck.
yeah. Yo, actually, we're talking about tires, bro. You know that tires are naturally white?
The white walls are like the whole tire.
No, I think I'm not. Actually, I'm
Oh,
not
tires
sure.
are naturally white. They're just painted.
Well, yeah, but it was for some reason I forgot. I will send you that short. But it was really explained. Man, I wish I remembered the reason, bro. Holy shit, I could open up ChatGPT and like Google it right now if you want. But it's like, yeah, tires are natural white, which that was like such a surprise to me when I found that out, bro.
Honestly, that
Hey.
low-key doesn't even surprise me if I'm being completely honest. I can see that.
Yeah, I'm opening ChatGPT right now. But hey, I guess blacks run faster or something. I don't know.
I mean, whatever floats your boat, basically. Whatever's gonna be the easiest for them.
Ho.
It might have to do something with heat absorption and how the actual shit works, but who fucking knows?
Yeah, tires are naturally white. Here's why: the natural color of rubber from latex sap rubber trees are off-white, creamy color. So why are modern tires black? Manufacturers started adding carbon black, a fine powder made from burning petroleum products. Basically, carbon black. They start adding that, but I'm not really sure why. So it's like the result: tires become black as standard because they start adding carbon black, but I'm not sure why. Why? That's so weird, you know.
It really is. Why are we just adding more
Imagine,
chemicals?
imagine if you were driving a car with white tires.
That used to be a popular thing. It actually was.
Oh, it makes sense. Natural rubber isn't strong enough. Okay, carbon black makes rubber tougher. So okay. So I
That
guess
does
that
make
the
sense.
natural rubber, yeah, that makes sense.
They said
Interesting.
decay takes longer. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
What's your plan for the next 2 years? Let's say, what are you doing with the next year or two?
In the
What do you-
next year or two, brother, I want to have 4 properties in 4 different continents. And I say that to start this because in the next year, Aesthetic Academics will be doing $100,000 a month. I personally will be doing $100,000 a month. I want to scale this company to help as many people as possible and myself. And I want to be in full wealth preservation mode so that I can really lock in on the bigger amounts because the industry, I don't care about being labeled like a course seller or anything like that. It's technically a class. It's technically a mentorship. I call it a class now because the word course is just stained with garbage.
Yeah.
But also, I mean, online school they're just showing you how to get a job. They're showing you how to do math. They're showing you how to do chemistry. That's all these fucking classes and courses
Yeah.
are. We're showing you how to do something. We're showing you how to make money. So I'm not worried about being labeled as that. But what I do want to do is I don't want my income to be dependent on that. But I do want it to be at 100K. I do want my agency to be the number one agency. And I want to be able to have those properties. I want to be able to have the yacht. I want to be in different rooms. I want to be in different spaces with different caliber people. And in the next 2 years, I want to do that. And if I'm being completely honest, there will probably be a child in my very near future. So that will be an interesting part of my life, to say the absolute least. But yeah, I'll be back to traveling, and I expect minimum 2 businesses to be doing 6 figures a month.
Actually, interesting question. Would you rather be making 100K a month from 3 different businesses, or would you rather be making $500,000 from just one business
A month?
and being dependent on that one? Yeah.
I would honestly have the 3.
For 100, yeah.
I would have the 3 for 100. Number one reason, because one business in the AI space could be evaluated at a 50x multiplier if I wanted to sell it, where I could have one in the info product space, like Sam Millsap's business got evaluated for a 12x multiplier for his business. And if I was just selling products, e-commerce products, that's a seasonal thing, your business would probably be worth liquid, what it is. So I would rather have options to sell or options to have investors. But in short, yeah, that's why I would rather have those. The difference between 300 and 500K, this might just be me young and talking, but there's not much of a difference other than overhead and systemizing it. In terms of your lifestyle, I think that I would be relatively the same until I get to about 800K to $1 million a month. I don't think the lifestyle changes much other than the amount of fucking vacations you can take. And with a 25K vacation, that's what, 8 more a year? But all my vacations are paid for by brands and brand deals, so that doesn't even fucking apply to me.
Yeah.
So that's just me, though. Different people put money in different places, but that's what I would rather have.
Yeah, of course. I want to get in some rapid fire questions.
Hit me with it.
Ready? All right, bro. So, would you rather date a liberal or an illegal immigrant?
You know, are we talking about like libtard or just a liberal person?
Nah, libtard, bro. It's got to be a blue-haired libtard.
Nah, give me the immigrant. Well, I was gonna be a passport boy to begin with. I was just blessed to find the woman that I did. So, I would definitely. American culture is not me. Just know that my woman is not American to begin with. So, just say that.
Yeah, bro. American women, bro, seem a little bit like a hit and miss. You know.
They are. It just depends on how they came up. I mean, I'm sorry to say, but I look at men in America and I'm like me and my brother will be in the gym like last night. I was just looking at all the dudes and I looked at him, I was like, so I'm happy that men come to the gym, I'm proud of them, but are they just not trying, or are they just really fucking ugly? Do they just like not try to like look good or stand out or not stare at their phone? Like most men in America also are really not that great. Like they're not that high quality dudes. Not to even like hate on like our peoples, whatever the fuck, but they're not that high quality. They don't hold themselves up. They don't take care of themselves or their body very well. Their skincare, their food, their routines. They're not like stand up men.
I actually would say that this is not just an American thing, bro. Like here, bro. Majority of guys, like even here that go to the gym, bro, they have, bro. I saw. Oh my god, I'm gonna. Thank God I remembered this, bro. I was in the fucking gym the other day, right?
Oh god.
And, oh my god, I hope I find this picture. Yeah, bro, this motherfucker in the gym had a vape on the ground, right?
Oh my god, what are we doing, bro?
Motherfucker was vaping in the gym, bro. Cancer stick. Bro.
Dude, I've seen that a couple of times too. I don't understand it, bro. I'm just like, are you gay? Like, what are you doing?
That motherfucker, bro, sucking on his little cancer stick. Like,
Dude, nah,
crazy.
bro. Every time I see somebody doing that shit, like even like my best friend Tyler that I was talking about, I was like, yo, you like sucking on that robo dick? You like that? Like, what are you doing? Stop. It's absolutely ridiculous, bro.
Bro. Crazy. So it's like, yeah, bro. I think that losers are worldwide, bro. I think that's just
Facts.
it's not just America, bro.
Sadly, that is the
Anyway.
case.
Yeah, I want to get back into the rapid fire questions.
Yes.
What's the? I asked you this last time, but what's the best and worst advice you've been given?
The worst advice I've ever been given was, why don't you just get a job? It's stable. The
Yeah.
best advice I've ever been given is from my brother. He told me that patience is a virtue in absolutely anything that you aspire to attain or anything that you believe in, that you can do it. Best thing I've ever heard. But patience is a virtue, to preface that quote, because
Yeah.
it does take patience, and you will be tested with whatever it is that you so desire.
Yeah, interesting. What was the proudest moment in your life?
The proudest moment in my life? Proudest. I finally proposed to a woman. I have never thought that I would. Yeah. I mean, dude, everything that I've done financially has just been like a self-served duty. Like, it's not even like an option. It's nothing to be proud of. Like, it's my job to be financially successful and just go fucking balls to the walls. But I never thought that I would do that, and I never thought that I would find that or have the opportunity to do so. So if I'm being honest, I'm pretty proud of that. It was one of the scarier things I've done. I've had a gun to my head before, and that wasn't nearly as scary. So
What? How did that happen? What the fuck?
selling shit is not clean. It's not safe. It, you know, if you're in somebody else's territory, or if somebody's trying to rob you, or if you get jumped because somebody doesn't like something, or whatever the case may be, there's so many different reasons. But that was a story for another time that we can talk about, not on the internet.
All right, bro. That's fucking America at peak, bro.
It is America. I'll say that. America's got plenty of guns over here.
Crazy, man. So, how would you describe Jay now in 2 words?
Hmm. 2 words.
That nigga.
That nigga could work. Untapped potential might be a little bit more accurate.
Yeah.
I don't think that I'm that nigga yet. I'm not there yet. Until you see me with 3 different Amex for 3 different fucking sectors of the world on the yacht, making the most astute content, making multiple men 6-7 figure earners. Until that, I don't even think that I'm that nigga yet. I really feel untapped, if I'm being honest, which is why I decided to do the monk mode.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
I could do better. I'll say that. I could do better.
Bro, this has been such a pleasure talking to you again, bro. Next time, bro, it better be in person. I'm gonna definitely go build my studio in Warsaw and when I get to Miami as well. But for now, my Warsaw is gonna be my homestead. But in Miami, bro, in 1 to 2 years, bro, I'm gonna build a studio there. In the meantime, bro, where can people find you?
You can find me on every single platform. You're gonna find me at the Jay's Physique if you want to see my UGC content. If you just want to see what I do in my life, my random pictures, Jay's Physique on every single platform. LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Reddit, everything.
Yeah. You already guys, with this in mind, Jay, any last words for the people leaving with it?
Well, as you guys already know, just remember to get 1% better every single day, and with that, you can't go wrong. So, just make sure you make that happen. Make it a promise to me.
God bless you guys. Thanks for watching till the end. I'll catch you on the next one. Bro, show them guns, bro. You got big ones.
Right here, baby.
Holy shit, bro. You're
gym time.
What the fuck? Alright, goodbye, guys.
We'll see you guys later.
Holy shit, bro. This has been